Doesn't cost you a single copper penny. Just give them a call. They'll come in, do an evaluation of what it is that you have, what it is that you need, and size-wise, they can go anywhere you want to go. One line, 1,000 digital lines, they can make it happen for you. And then when it comes to cost, competitively priced, and you can purchase, you can lease it, you can rent it, you can do whatever you want. I mean, if you got farm vegetables, you might be able to go to Bob over there at Comax and say, look, I'll give you a couple bushels of tomatoes, some beans. We've got half a cow. Will that be enough for a phone system? Maybe. You can ask.
Well, I don't know that that's true.
That's completely made up.
When you were growing up on the dairy farm, did you ever barter like milk for stuff?
I don't think we did barter, but we would butcher a cow or something.
Yeah, but I didn't know if you were like your dad would go like, hey, we got some milk here. You give us some of that, give us that. That still exists today.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm running a black market operation upstairs with Jennifer Roba.
Oh, and for what? For eggs?
Yeah.
What are you bartering? What are you giving her?
Bread.
Oh,
I make her bread, and she gives me fresh eggs. They got chickens apparently all over that place.
Yeah,
and
she does.
And then yesterday she came and went different level on me.
What do you mean?
Husband Dave now's he's got bees.
Oh, so you got honey?
Got bees.
Yeah, honey. Gave me fresh honey.
Huh.
So I'm probably gonna have to expand my bread offering to her too. I'm a barter guy. No, I mean I'm not embarrassed about being a barter guy.
So
it's the way the world works.
So after, in Armageddon, after that, you'll be in good shape because you can barter with.
Oh yeah.
Because currency won't be worth anything.
No, I got.
So you
products.
can barter.
We got products. Sure, we can get products. Time for textual healing. Textual healing is brought to us by the website episode800.com. That's episode800.com. We got so much stuff on there. So much stuff on there now. We got coffee. We got apparel. We got getting ready for winter. We got our window insulation units, plastic that we put on there. It's just amazing.
It's not true.
What we have on there.
It is not there.
Time to tidy up the windows. Stop those cold drafts. Go to episode800.com and get your window insulation. Boy. The things we do for you folks. Just trying to take care of every angle. All right, let me give you an update on the beer. Connection 304 has exploded. Thanks to the folks at Parkersburg Brewing. Currently have 3 production runs that are in fermentation. First will be ready at the end of this week. The other 2 will be ready next week. Connection 304 is heading to the Eastern Panhandle. Martin's Distributor will be distributing in the Eastern Panhandle over the next few weeks. Also, heading to Spriggs Distribution early next week. You'll start to see the beer available in the next week in Charleston and in Huntington. These 3 batches will help us expand across the state. Then we will refill. Obviously, the epicenter of Connection 304 remains the food court. And they've got all kinds of stuff. All the ingredients are for future batches making their way into the Parkersburg Brewery. I mean, these are exotics that we're bringing into this beer. And then we're going to create a map of all the locations and have it available on episode 800 to tell you where the beer is available.
What about the Go Mart?
Oh, yeah. They're well stocked at the Go Marts.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, they were. I mean, we had some. I mean, it sold out a couple places this past week.
He just gave you what about the Go Mart?
There's more than one.
I'm glad to see it getting over the Eastern Panhandle way.
Yeah, we
for
struggled.
My people.
The last product that we had really struggled. Literally, Homeless Dave would take sixtels of it.
Self-distributed.
He self-distributed. Yeah,
he self-publish.
Yeah, he
self-distributor.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. So that it is popping. So thank you to everybody that has tried it, has purchased it. So now it will be available statewide ASAP.
Hey, even if you don't like beer, just buy it for the can. It's a piece of art. It's a gorgeous can.
Yeah, it is. Great. Off to a good start.
Texter, Tony, whatever info Hoppy has regarding the Mothman is incorrect.
Oh, jeez.
I don't want to drive a wedge between you two, but Hoppy's saying that your information does not add up and his does, is all based on myth. Brad, the Mothman would like to hear your take. Signed J in GBC. Does that be Greenberg County?
Brad.
I'm not getting.
Want to talk to the Mothman?
No,
big boy?
I don't want to talk to the Mothman. I had all due respect to the Mothman. I have a very healthy respect for the Mothman and the legend of the Mothman.
Jason Watson from Pulaski, Virginia. Is it Pulaski? People jump on you on that I. Is it the Pulaski, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's right outside of Blacksburg.
Yeah. Hey, Tony, love the show. My pops got me listening to you guys back in August. I look forward to every episode. You guys make my mouth water every time you talk about the food court. In your opinion, what is your favorite rivalry for West Virginia? Is it Pitt, Tech, or Marshall? I know these we're past the rivalry week, but I'm just curious. Favorite rivalry? Easy, right?
Yeah, it's Pitt. I mean, at Virginia State. But there's something about going to Blacksburg, going to Lane Stadium that is different than all the other rivalries, okay? I mean, Pitt is the rivalry because 107, 108 years, whatever it's been. But that game at Blacksburg, Brad, or having them come here, that's a pretty
great games against Tech. I mean, Pitt and Tech are way up there. Those were both awesome.
Tell you what, Gobblers got a big weekend. Now, the Gobblers have already lost to the Vanderbilts.
Yeah.
They lost to the Fighting Schianos.
Yes.
Now they got to go to Miami.
They lost to the Rutgers, yeah.
That's a Friday night game, I believe, right?
Is that a Friday?
I think it is.
Guys, I want to shoot you this photo of P1 Jason and myself golfing at Las Sandeas Golf Club in Mesa, Arizona. Thanks to Jason for hosting me, and thanks to you guys. We've become friends because of good efforting by Tony to connect us last spring. Grateful for the podcast and for the win over the Jayhawks, signed by Matt in Tulsa. That's what we do.
Just bringing people together.
I tell you what, man.
P1 Jason golfs more than Scotty Scheffler. He's got a great gig. We are doing it wrong.
Well,
really?
Remember, he's the guy. He's the one I had breakfast with there in Lubbock.
Oh, I'm aware.
He's moved around a bunch of times, and he stepped in that hole, damn near killed himself.
On a golf course.
And I'm glad we brought those two Mountaineers who are living out there together. So
Connection 304.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
How about this one? Hello from Tanzania and the Serengeti. We listened to the Kansas game in Rwanda. What a comeback. There's our folks.
Well, they truly
Martha
are world
and
travelers.
Charlie from Champion, also known as Joe.
Now, I have been to Rwanda, Kigali.
Have you been? Well, is that where they are?
Well, the Serengeti's not in Rwanda, but
never mind. Man, don't they get tired?
Martha and Charlie go.
They
go. They do.
They go.
It's a chore for us to think about. Hey, you want to go down to Charleston?
Yeah, really.
Running around the Serengeti.
It's the off week. Go to the Buckwheat Festival.
Serengeti.
Texter, we made the drive up to Pittsburgh on Sunday with family to watch the Steelers, and it was amazing to hear how happy the fans are with Zach Frazier.
Should be.
He's been a great ambassador for the state and the university. It's great to see him flourish. Here's a picture of him standing alone and hustling to the opposite end of the field in between the third and the fourth quarters. Goes to show he hasn't changed, and he's still busting his ass in the NFL. And some pictures of the tailgate for there you go. Look at that.
Oh, my.
Ooh, that's very nice and colorful. Very nice.
To go from college
That's a good picture right there.
to the National Football League and start and be performing at the level he's performing, that's in the 1/2 of 1%. At that position,
correct.
At that position,
correct.
That's the 1/2 of 1%.
Just lines up and does it.
Yeah.
Did it as a freshman at Fairmont Senior. Did it as a freshman here. Doing it as a rookie in the NFL. It doesn't matter the jersey he's put on.
Yeah.
He's just handled it.
He does a lot of things that if it wasn't on a football field, you get arrested for.
What do you mean?
Just beats people up. He just mauls people and beats them up, throws them on the ground, and jumps on top of them. You can't do that on the street. You get in trouble.
That's his job now.
Hey, three guys. My wife and I were at North Myrtle this past weekend. A gentleman approaches at a restaurant, wanted to ask me about my truck because he's considering to buying one like it. It came up in conversation that he lived and we lived in West Virginia.
Of course he did.
He asked how far from Matewan because he had once married a woman from there. Always a West Virginia connection.
Interesting way to phrase it.
How about this sign, boys? George from Mingo County. This is how to start a rainy Thursday. There it is. The South's best biscuit is what it says. Tudor's Biscuit World, folks. The home of the South's best biscuit. What a fantastic honor that is.
What's it doing on a chain link fence? What is that about?
Just advertise wherever you can get it.
Advertise where you can get that. Well, why, Hoppy? Trying to get top-of-mind awareness. You put it on a fence. Who else would think there's a biscuit poster on a fence? What did it do? It just made you think of Tudor's Biscuits.
Into a show.
Yeah, fair point.
By all means, despite the fact that the world champions aren't playing this weekend, we strongly encourage you at some point this weekend, get out to a Tudor's. Take advantage of that Mountaineer biscuit that has been voted as the South's best biscuit. And if you're really entrepreneurial, don't ever forget that they are expanding their franchises right now. Over 70 locations across our area. Why not? Think about this. You go in day one. You got brand equity in that Tudor's biscuit, and you can start your day the homemade way. Franchises are available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Would it surprise you that I'd eat one right now?
No.
No, because I'll offer to help you because of your bad food management. By the way, you think this is a good business? I'm going to sell biscuits in West Virginia.
Pretty good business.
That's good business.
Find a need and fill it.
Yeah.
Texter, due to the success, I decided to enroll at West Virginia. Oh, wait a second. Wait.
What happened?
What's happening?
What happened?
Okay, stop.
You missed
Stop.
a
I
page.
screwed up. Okay, here we go. This is the text that I say is a top 5 text of all time.
This one right now
This
that you're
one
about to read?
Yeah,
Which one? Inspired by?
Yes.
Okay, go.
So last week, or last show Sunday, we read a text from Matt from Morgantown who was commenting on the reunion of the Elite Eight basketball team and how he took what he learned from that group, became a coach, right? He just like it changed his life.
Okay.
Then I got this text. In 2005, I was fresh out of high school and I was coaching freshman basketball in my hometown. Partway through the college hoop season, the Mountaineers caught my interest. I studied their system and I installed it with my freshman team, running the 5-out spread and the 1-3-1, mimicking the great Coach Beeline. We went on to win 17 straight games,
Wow.
which landed me a varsity coaching job a couple of towns over. Due to this success, I decided to enroll at WVU for graduate school, where I had a transformative experience. Sticking with the 2005 team's spacing principles and the staple 1-3-1 defense, I went on to become the winningest high school basketball coach at the school I took over with the most conference titles. I also obtained a master's degree from West Virginia University. Fast forward. I have created my own leadership development consulting business where I work with captains, coaches, and athletic directors in the state of Massachusetts. Moreover, I was just hired by WVU as an adjunct faculty member to teach sport leadership. It gets better. I now have 3 kids, and they're diehard Mountaineer fans. I am making the trip to campus 19 October for K-State and bringing my 8-year-old and 4-year-old for the very first time to West Virginia. My 8-year-old told me if she could travel anywhere in the world, it would either be Paris or West Virginia.
Yeah, about right.
Too often in the same
Two
category.
equal opportunities
Yes,
right
exactly,
there.
yeah.
Paris or West Virginia. Sure.
My son said Disney World or Morgantown.
Yeah,
also,
same thing.
Also tough coin
Yes,
flip.
Yeah.
We are fired up to try Tudor's Biscuit World when we get to campus, and I might indulge in some Connection 304. Long-winded text comes back to the impact that the 2005 basketball team had and the direction my life took because of it. Signed, Gordy from Massachusetts.
That is a great
Incredible.
That is a great
Those seminal moments. Something happens in somebody's life, and the arc begins to bend and takes you in a certain direction.
That's a lot of things, though, right there.
Yeah.
That's a direct result. People often talk about what athletics does for a university.
Correct.
Now, it's one person, I realize, but how about that? A direct result of that basketball team gets him here, changed the course of his life.
Incredible.
I shared that with I shared Matt from Morgantown, and I shared that one with John.
Did you?
Because as a coach, those are the ones those are great victories, right? Those are like huge.
Great text, Gordy.
Texter, I have a theory. Maybe Garrett's accuracy is low-ish because he doesn't throw a lot of short balls. Why doesn't he throw short passes? Because he doesn't need to. He scrambles often, gain more yardage than a short check down. So most of his passes end up being longer, which are inherently lower percentage. Just a theory. I'm curious if Brad's numbers would back this up. John in L.A. Probably a little bit of something there, right? You can research that because I've got this. This is a very emotional text.
Okay.
As I sit here reading this, struggling to determine if kickoff was at 5 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, I developed tears in my eyes as I reached the bottom of the graphic. I called friends, family, and I went to the highest mountain at my hunting camp and screamed, "We finally did it!" All times are Eastern on the Big 12 TV times for the week.
How about that?
God bless America. We did it.
They've been on a nice roll. That's been every week this season. I think they haven't gone backwards. Last year there was some slippage.
Yeah.
I think they have crossed that Rubicon.
By the way,